Life has been evolving for millions of years, and we have been evolving with it. This incredible energy producing sun coming down, interacting with water has created everything around us, essentially. And that's beneficial. Sun's beneficial to us. We need it. It turns on processes of our circadian rhythms, our pineal glands, our vitamin D. All of this stuff is beneficial. We've also are smart beings. We've created a lot of technologies. I have spent a lot of time digging into chemicals and electromagnetic fields. Come to find out, artificial electromagnetic fields have some side effects. Our cell phones, our Wi-Fi routers, our computers, our gaming consoles, and even our lines coming into our house emit frequencies and electromagnetic radiation. And with that, there's two classifications. From nature, it's non-polarizing, so it's dispersed. Polarizing radiation is what we created. We created these things with our devices, and it shows on a cellular level, it's having some negative effects on cellular regeneration, on detoxification of cells, cell senescence is being thwarted, and even in 2017, a court ruled in Italy, high frequency, continuous radiation from devices are causing cancer, largely glioma. And also, other studies show that the blood-brain barrier gets opened up. Proteins that aren't supposed to be in the brain end up passing through. Studies also show that free radical damage goes up. And also, the proximity exposure of cell phone radiation and laptops are showing the plummeting of testosterone and also endocrine disrupting mechanisms in the body. This is strange and needs more study, without a doubt. So in the process of 2.5 years of writing my book, Fatal Conveniences, I was desperately looking for solutions so that we can stay connected to this amazing world we've now, created ourselves to be in, and we need protection. So we need very clear protection from some of this stuff. And one amazing company that I found was called WaveGuard. And this company has well over 25 studies that they have done showing protection from their device. As you can see, these are the devices. They're not even plugged in. What that is there's a liquid called a key liquid, QI, with proprietary arrangement of that liquid with copper wrapped around it, creating an amplification of a natural field, a toroidal field that has an expansion from these devices. And what that does when it comes up against polarized radiation of your cell phones and 5G and Wi-Fi routers is it depolarizes some of that radiation so it doesn't have the same effect on your body. I definitely needed to continue to learn more about what these guys are doing. So for more information, you can check out their explanation video.
In today's world, we are constantly surrounded by a cloud of charged radio waves emitted by electronic devices like Wi-Fi, phones and satellites. These charged radio waves have the ability to penetrate our bodies and heat the water in our tissues. Hundreds of scientific studies have revealed that these waves not only heat our cells, similar to a microwave oven, but also cause damage to them. At WaveGuard, our mission is to protect you from the negative effects of these radio waves. That's why we've developed the Key Home and other innovative products. The Key Home and Key Shield are the most studied radiation protection devices worldwide, specially invented to prevent those waves to affect your body and health from these negative effects. There aren't many ways to protect oneself from radiation. It enters our homes uninvited. Two good ways to protect ourselves is through shielding and depolarization. The University of Athens has discovered that radiation can be depolarized by interacting with liquids. As the radio wave passes through the liquid, the wave is being spread out on a wider area. Distributing the exposure from one single spot to a large area seems to be the solution, since this is a more normal way of being exposed to radiation, since we're used to that from the natural electromagnetic fields which already our ancestors were exposed to in this way for thousands of years. devices. Studies show that depolarized radiation is more natural again, and what's left is less harmful for biologic organisms, as studies show. This principle is used by WaveGuard. Artificial radiation is polarized by interacting with our specially developed fluid called key liquid. It's becoming more natural. As a result of depolarization, the field strength of the electromagnetic field within the range of our devices decreases. Thus, we create a more natural environment. Also, our device has been shown to reduce field strength in over 10 studies from 3 different institutions due to our depolarization technology. Here, we provide a glimpse into the inner workings of the key home. We have researched since 2006 with the perfect formula of liquid solutions for depolarizing. We arrange our key liquid in a particular geometric order and influence them with frequencies and magnetic waves and charge them and create a maximum field where the devices deal with your radiation. The area of effectiveness has an effective range of 16.4 feet above and below, as well as 24.6 feet around the device. The field created by the key home extends beyond its physical boundaries, offering protection even through the walls of your home. This means that not only humans and animals benefit from the protection against harmful radiation, but plants and food as well. Whether it's mobile radio waves or WLAN, any particles that come within the field can no longer pose a threat to you or your family. With the key home, you can enjoy all-round protection, enabling you to communicate with absolute peace of mind when using your cell phone or any other electronic devices. This study we published was conducted with an active 5G mobile phone, which was influencing human skin cells while they were in a wound healing study. As we can see, the 5G radiation significantly increased the required healing time. When the key shield was included, the wound healing was almost back to the speed as if there was no radiation. Another notable benefit is the positive effect it has on the water. In a water study, we found that just by placing water near the key device, the water has a pronounced antioxidant effect on exogenous environmental radicals and a very significant effect on inactivating an excess of endogenously formed radicals. This is apparently through the restoration of the hexagonal water structure which the device seems to restore. The key technology from WaveGuard is the most studied and advanced radiation protection technology, studied with over 25 studies with some of the most significant university and research institutions in the world. The key technology was rewarded in 2022 with the Invention of the Year from the European Association of Inventions, showing to help significantly reduces the non-thermal health effect of radiation. It's a fast and easy solution for a safer environment to protect you and your family. With the Key Home, you can experience a new level of well-being within your home and enjoy increased vitality, all without any detrimental exposure to radiation.
As I was digging into more and more of this stuff, very critically I was looking at the FCC. And they are supposed to have the regulatory guidelines of what's safe for our polarized electromagnetic radiation devices. Well, it's 20 years old, their safety data. And it's largely on thermal proximity. And it's using thermal sensitivity, or it's using SAR, specific absorption rate data. We come to realize is in the real world, we are exponentially getting more and more exposure than what the data and what their guidelines are showing. That's where the real problem is. We need to create this different field and take different measures. Now, these are great devices, and I strongly encourage you to get them, but that doesn't mean still being irresponsible with your devices. Don't put your cell phone up to your head anymore. The data is clear that this is causing disturbances of cellular regeneration and cellular senescence. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Also, get laptops off your lap. Turn off Wi-Fi routers at night. Plug back in using headphones, not Bluetooth. These are all ways to lower the stress from this polarized radiation getting to you. With all of that stuff, plus these devices helping your entire environment, you can take this little one with you. It's always in my car, it's always in my backpack. This big one is always in my home. Further studies show with these devices that with that natural field that's being created, it's having favorable benefit on cellular regeneration. It's showing that if you were not exposed at all to EMFs, your cells would heal naturally. That's the control. When you're exposed to EMF like 5G, it affects your body's ability to regenerate cells. And this was a great study that WaveGuard funded to see what the cellular regeneration looked like. When they had exposure to 5G EMFs and the WaveGuard, it improved the healing effect by 75%. That's huge. These are the kinds of things that when you follow nature, nature gives you a bunch of benefit. The further studies also showing that it's having beneficial effect on structuring water, harmonizing water. And since we're mostly water and we're being affected by other man-made radiation, this is a really good thing for us to continue to learn about how all of the benefits add up to our favor, as opposed to when we divorce nature and we make medicines that are pharmaceutical based, they have side effects always. So we need to minimize our exposure. I strongly encourage you to consider getting a WaveGuard device to support you, your family, and your pets in your home and as you travel. Planes, trains, and automobiles now all have Wi-Fi, and we can barely escape it, even out here. We need to protect ourselves. We need to be aware. We need to know what they're doing so that we can do something about them. So go to WaveGuard. You can check out further information. All of the reports, all of the information is here for you to discover. And if you want to get a device, Darren10, you get 10% off. And by the way, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't think it's doing anything, you don't like it, whatever your excuse is, you get your money back in 30 days. No downside, only upside. So take care of you, and you take care of the planet.